man. As I know, I'm honest youth. You see me, and sometimes, you know, my head not really so functional. So, the first lyrics go, excuse me, no pagans, now seek validation, toast and admiration. Simply means a hypocrite and parasite. People that doesn't mean me no good, move out of my way. I don't need your validation for actually tell me who am I and what I stand and represent. From you and your patrons, boasting about name brands will cost over 8 grand. Well, people as a brand, name brand as something of importance when really and truly, name brand is just a thing that is a trend from slavery. That was actually a brand when they brand you and say, yo, that is a name brand, like the Yaksta family and all them good thing the same way. But in modern society, we fashionize every single thing. And we brag about the frivolous things that doesn't really bring generational wealth or wealth to we either. When Mr. Chin have the same one, with the cost of a straight pants. A straight pants simply mean like, oh, we talk your country like cheap pants, then we just say straight pants and cheap pants. So Mr. Chin have the same Gucci or Louis Vuitton we normally buy for cheaper price. We can buy 2 of them for the cost of 1 money. Even though the actual name brand might go on for a little time, them pants you can rotate them and get the same swag out of them, you know, for a cheaper money. Why own a Ferrari with nowhere to park it? Oftentimes you see individuals buy cars or motor vehicles and them don't live nowhere. Them buy it and park it out of the road, somebody thief it. Them basically don't have a groundation or a foundation set, but yet still have an automobile that doesn't equate with a bank book, you know? That's not a good look. You can't buy a Bugatti in a garrison, because man thinks you have money and come rob you know? Alright, why shop a LAWD when there's a target? Well, this is actually a metaphor and a paradox same way. Why shop a LAWD when there's a target? Now we have a store called Target that sells the cheaper version of certain stuff. But there's also a target that you set, you know, an aspiration that you have. And when you spend off all the money, like, you know, me have a friend where she have the whole Gucci thing them same way, but yet still when she pay for her school and them look thing there, there's always a problem. But yet still have every single thing that nobody's care about, because sometimes some man wear some little cheap clothes, because when we go up on tour, bro, and everybody went to Dior and all them little thing there. They may not tell them buy the clothes and come give me for wear, but after I don't perform them, I carry them back and take the money and go back clearance and buy a $5 clothes when I tell them. This a shirt are $15 in H&M. I don't want more on this. I'm alright with this. Now I'm hype on my face thing. 2 minds me a saving. Them go Fendi for trendy, bank account can empty. Now, why me I gotta have every single thing that describes wealth or the perks of wealth? I'm a broke. That don't make no sense at all to me. That don't equate to me in a logical sense. That essence is just half key and unbalanced. Oftentimes we spend half money upon every single thing in the world that we don't need but think that we should have to look a particular way and be accepted. Nonetheless, yes. But make sure you say you're financially stable and have investment in place. Acres over markets. Link no wife and one sex. Brother, pale and, you know, and goat and donkey and cow, you know. You can't have a market and you can run taxi night and make a lot of money. But the acres where you have, the equity of that keep going up. Land not depreciate, but car does. If you buy a Bugatti now 10 o'clock and buy 12.15 you carry it back, it doesn't have the same value. You understand? So why not buy assets that bring liquid? More than basically buy more than buy a liquid that depreciate or dry up after a time. Because when side girl breed up, child support that lead to. A man have him wife in yard and he want to breed a bag of woman. Pick the maintenance that catch him, destroy the family. You have a lot of deranged babies now because the mother poison their mind after father, oftentimes because women mess up. You understand? So why not try to appreciate the females in our life more time and show we them that your family is a very important part of our society. And that is what really and truly affect black community nowadays, you know? Yeah. Farming over flossing, investment over braffing. The farmer them a boom, you know. You see me? Irish man a boom. Banana man a boom. Pumpkin man a boom. Irish and scallion. Sweet pepper man a boom. You see me? When you come to boom and take 50 grand and floss it out and spend it off and take 50 grand and buy some seed and then beer in a 6 months time, you make more than that. if scallion are like what? Maybe like $1,000 a pound. Just calculate that to £1,000. You look for clean $1 million and more right now. Depends on the currency we actually sell it in. Inheritance from my seed, I'm alright being me. I have to make sure some of my youth say. And film generation them. That's how I do things of substance. I don't say I do flute, but my aim is to make sure so we have the legendary status of when time me pass. And I not change to nobody. It doesn't really matter how much money comes and then I think there. I try the best for always find Yaksta. I'm not perfect, you know. I'm working on my flaws them daily because I do recognize them more time. But me basically want to make sure say me remain true to me. Yeah, in spite of all what I go on, you know. If you are 50 and never make a brings get used, means you pour to your kids next door. That is very self-explanatory. If you are 50, I never make no form of financial move. You pass on the same foolishness, go get a work to your pitney. And they might just believe that is the utopia of life, the place where everybody wants to be, when that is not it. You understand? Employment we use as a big excuse. You and him grow so and get you. People as I say, boy, I can't get no work, and they always find excuses to give reasons to why they're not doing something productive. And oftentimes you see two youth grow, and when one actually make it true, the other one say, him bust and switch. Why not try to use that as a motivation to actually help yourself up, you know? Or elevate yourself. We have the same 24 hours, so what you got too. If our kids do good, we buy them jewels. When Mr. Rang and Rajiv buy their own tools, they keep getting wealthy, big boss move. We have the same 24 hours. What you do with yours? Why you complain about life and we have the same time? It's not like we are doing something symmetrically simultaneous. You understand? We live it at the same time and space and reality. So what you do with yours? Make you or her or them just seem so docile in an active space. You understand? Mr. Wang and Rajiv keep and as I pick the band and put them on the cash register and teach them not about society but about money. Teach them about wealth. Then I sell them one piece, nobody watch how my clocks lean. Soon start supply Walgreens, stocks large when they plant trees. The man that plant trees, brother, always have money. Walgreens buy the most grown produce from the Caribbean and worldwide. Who know one piece of land? Any man who live in a rent house in your life, you know, real and truly you're poor, you're a slave. Because you have to keep working to pay somebody else to live a better life. That don't make sense. Nobody watch how me look at my clocks lean, you know, because real and truly Chinaman wear the same old piece of clocks and pants. But yet still, he might make big moves. That makes sense. Them feel more that fuba. Go up on the mama. You, sir. It's a bakery my build from my bulla. Send me a dispensary, supply them with good herbs. Well, every dispensary I sent me, you know, everything come down. You know? Them feel more that fuba. Literally, people thought that what I was doing was nonsense. They felt that all I was doing, doing farming and them things that never make no sense. But now, they realize the value of having livestock, the value of making financial moves. Because now that many people are unemployed, seeking employment, they wish that they were an employer or somebody that had that drive or zest or zeal or groundation to stand up on their own in such a crumbling time, you know?